Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the lucky mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides in these psychic crystal readings for the full moon in Capricorn, June 24th, 2021. I'm going to look into each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. But before we get started on the psychic part of your reading, I'm going to give you some information I researched about the astrology of this full moon in Capricorn. This full moon in Capricorn, June 24th, 2021, is a super strawberry moon and is a powerful for manifesting and realization of goals. The Capricorn full moon may also bring great monetary or professional news. Many will say yes to a new job or a new relationship. There will be a strengthening of the family unit with an emphasis on loyalty and devotion to your tribe. This full moon is especially powerful as it is closely following the solstice and amplifies this time for introspection. We may have more faith in ourselves at this time. The Capricorn moon on June 24th brings in optimism and an increase in success and abundance. So now on to the psychic crystal part of your reading. So now I'm going to look first into the sign of Earth, to the elements of Earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You may feel like this Capricorn full moon wants you to break things down more into like smaller segments or smaller pieces to deal with. Like anything that's too big or too overwhelming, you're going to want to break it down. And you may even have a sense that things seem bigger or more amplified than they normally would. Like, so things that people say to you, situations that are going on, you may feel like normally, you would blow it off, but it may seem like, get you madder or seem more exaggerated to you. You may be trying to hold your tongue and keep the peace among some family members or people that you're dealing with. So you may be feeling like you're being put in the position of being the mediator, the peacemaker, so to speak. Some of you may actually want to say things and start broadcasting something. Now, that could be in a speech or a presentation. It could be on the internet, on a video platform, but it could be maybe you even just want to broadcast your feelings. My dog is snoring right over here. Here, I'll let you see so you know what I'm contending with there. So when you hear those noises, it's Mr. Snores a lot over here. And some of you, earth signs, are going to really feel like you're getting a lot of like inspiration, and it's going to come naturally. It's not even going to be like, oh, I need to find my muse, or oh, I need to find my inspiration. You're going to be getting it naturally from this full moon in Capricorn. Some of you are going to find your way into a new job. And the way my guides are telling me is I wouldn't be surprised if you just kind of like all of a sudden find yourself in one. It's not like, maybe some of you apply and go get the, for the interview, but some of you, it may happen in a very strange way, like unexpected, kind of like osmosis, and you find yourself in a new job or a new position within the job you already work at. Some of you may have the ability to retire or to take a leave of absence or an extra long vacation. But I get some of you may feel like you want to retire, or retire from one career and then take a break and then pursue some other venture. Be careful, even though I get some of you are going to be like the mediator here. Be careful you don't start arguments. And you may do it just because you're feeling irritated, or you let something slip, or you give somebody your opinion that was not really, it was an unsolicited opinion or advice, and you could have the propensity to start an argument. And keep in mind, these energies are going to last for 2 weeks, the strongest, but they can also last up to 30 days. And it's not funny, but it is kind of how my guides said it. They said, and be careful if you're wise-assing around, like joking around or being, you know, like making wisecracks or whatever, you could end up inadvertently hurting someone's feelings. That's another caution for you with this moon. And some of you have to be careful too when you're giving any speeches or presentations or having any serious discussions or teaching anything. You may find yourself tripping over your words. Now, you know, Mercury will be direct at that point, but just going direct. So we're still in the shadow of it for 2 weeks following the retrograde of Mercury in retrograde in Gemini. So, you know, that may be an aftermath of that because we'll still be in the shadow. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Some of you water signs are going to really feel inspired to want to start something new. This could be a new lifestyle, a new relationship, a new job, a new business. I feel that some of you water signs will be healing from something that's been bothering you. That could be physical healing of some illness or sickness or some hurts, wounds, or pains that bodily, physically, but it could also be emotionally. You're going to be healing from that, from something over the next 2 weeks, the strongest, or up to 30 days. Some of you water signs are going to feel like you want to reinvent yourself. And that could be in many different ways. Like maybe you've been shy and quiet and now you're like, you know what, I'm done with that. I want to be outgoing and I want to, take risks and chances and make more friends and this and that. Or, maybe you're going to embark on taking some kind of classes or courses that you before thought were too, maybe you were hesitant to do it for some reason. Some of you water signs are going to be drumming up new business. So if you own your own business or if you work for another company or business and you have to get new clients, new customers, or whatever, new accounts, you'll be drumming up new business over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you water signs may really start to keep track or record of things you're doing. Could be what you're eating, what you're exercising, money you're spending, phone calls you're making, new clients or customers that come in, but keeping a record of things. But it feels like what you're doing, like, maybe you want to keep a record of what you're doing for your job so you can later show it to your boss like, here's what I did in a week. I think you need to pay me more money or whatever, or I deserve a higher position because look how many things I did in a week. Some of you may get involved in doing something musical. I hear chimes, 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 chimes. But I'm just hearing chimes. It doesn't mean that it's chimes. Like, maybe you're going to play bells at church. Maybe it's going to be some other kind of, maybe you're going to do singing bowls or some other, but it could be any musical thing. But I get like creating music for some of you comes up here. Some of you are going to some of you water signs will be learning a new skill over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. And this is going to be important. It's going to be an important skill or helpful to you, either for your own mental health, well-being, and joy and happiness, or for your career. Somehow it's important to you. Some of you water signs need to speak up. If something's bothering you that somebody's saying or doing, sitting on it and not saying anything about it is just going to fester in you. So make sure you speak up. Some of you may actually feel kind of emotional, which kind of surprises me. It's not something I picked up in my research about this moon, but I am getting it here from my guides that some of you water signs may find yourself being more emotional over the course of the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days. Some of you need to be cautious that you might be doing things out of order, or that you need to be more organized in something that you're planning on doing. Maybe you're planning on redoing your kitchen, or planning on redecorating your home, or painting, or working on some work project. And I feel like you may be doing something out of order. So make sure you're doing things like in the order that they need to be done, because you don't want to have to go back and retrace your steps because you skipped over things you didn't do in order. So those are some of the cautions for the water signs. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Some of you fire signs are going to really be inspired to want to stake your claim to something. And this could be a person that you are like, oh, I really want to be in a relationship with them, or a house you want to buy, or maybe there's some coveted object or possession that you really want. And like the energy of like planting your flag, staking your claim, on something. And these energies will be the strongest for the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days. I feel that some of you fire signs are going to be taking time out to enjoy yourself and enjoy your life before you start to really push forward strongly on some goals or dreams or projects or work or business that you're getting ready to do soon. But I feel like over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days, there may be a vacation or some time off that you're going to take in there. Some of you fire signs may be needing to consult with a lawyer. Now, that could be because of maybe you're going to buy a house, or maybe you want to start a business, or maybe there's some kind of dispute going on. But consulting with a lawyer comes up for some of you fire signs. Some of you fire signs are going to get really antsy. Like you're going to feel like you want to clean, or you want to straighten things up. Like if there's any kind of paperwork that you need to sort out, or business you need to get taken care of, or maybe your boss or place where you work is going to say, you got to sit at your desk for the next couple of weeks doing this paperwork, and you're usually out and about, because I get this like antsy feeling like, I got to get out of here. I got to do something. I need to. So, although I did conversely pick up about some of you taking a break or a vacation, but maybe you're taking the break and the vacation and you feel antsy because you're like, I don't want to sit around and relax. I actually want to do this, that, and the other. I don't know, but that comes up here for some of you fire signs. Some of you fire signs may start to call in favors from people that owe you, like maybe you want to move, or maybe you need help with some project, like maybe you're rebuilding something at your house, or redecorating something, or working on something, or you need to move an object from here to there and it's too heavy, or you need money, or you've loaned money and now you're like, you know what, I got to call in a favor for you guys to, pay me back or come help me. I feel like if you've had any issues of retaining fluid physically in recent weeks or months, or have had depression, I feel like you're starting to, like, that's getting released. You're releasing that fluid, or you're getting out of those depressed feelings. Some of you fire signs could really put your ingenuity to some good use here and develop something that could be really like spectacular. It could be a creative project. It could be something to do with business. It could even be something that maybe would be like a new formula to do something, or something that could require a patent. But like creating something that's got some real interesting aspects to it and value also. One of the things you really need to be cautious about, fire signs, is you may find yourself looking for trouble in every corner that you look, or fault. So be careful of that. You know, like if everything's good, hear Maxie snoring, he's agreeing with me. If everything's good, don't look for trouble. Or as someone I knew a long time ago used to say, don't trouble trouble. So don't look for trouble in situations that seem, you know, okay. Don't look for trouble. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs may feel a little jumpy, a little anxiety-ridden or jumpy, like anxious, jumpy. Some of you air signs are going to be parting ways with something you used to do. It could be a diet, an exercise routine. It could be certain foods. It could be people. It could be a relationship. But it feels more like something you would do, like on a regular basis, like part of your daily routine or part of your schedule. You may be parting ways from that over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you air signs may really be finding doubt in others, doubt in other people's words or situations. Like it's like driving up doubt in you for some reason. Some of you, which is ironic to me, I don't know why it's coming up for this moon, but some of you maybe really start to be very concerned about your appearance, which seems strange for a Capricorn full moon that didn't really, you know, I don't know. I'm just what my guides are saying, so I'm going to say it. Like you may be more concerned with makeup, hair, you know, plucking your eyebrows, getting plastic surgery, how you look in a bathing suit, you know, losing weight, or but things to do with how you look. Some of you may be compiling like information that you're going to turn into a book or a video program or information you can use. And if it's not information you're compiling together, it could be things that you own. So you may be looking around, maybe there's something you want to build or create, and you're like, I got stuff here, let me look and see what I have. And you could be compiling things you have that you can then repurpose and use in another fashion. Some of you could be taking like detailed descriptions and building it up in a file that could be used in a legal case, or details and descriptions that can be used in a presentation that you're going to make to a client, a customer, an account, your boss. If you've had any digestive problems or problems with your stomach, I feel you air signs, this full moon in Capricorn is going to like kind of settle down any stomach troubles or digestive problems you may have been having. Some of you air signs need to be careful that I feel like you're not seeing something clearly right now over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days. So it's not a great time for you to make a big decision. I'm not, you know, little decisions. Yeah, you can't stop life. But if you can wait 3-4 weeks from now to make a big decision, I think it might be better for you. Look, I'm going to show you guys because I showed the earth signs. Do you see that? Can you see that little thing making all that noise? Yes, I'll add extra time that I showed you, Max, but I want you to understand what's happening over here. Some of you need to be cautious that you're not spending too much time like gossiping or talking on the phone, or like there's some energy of like be cautious of time wasting, but some of it may be having to do with talking and communicating. And try not to get too disheartened, air signs, if you don't feel like you're having an over amount of abundance over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days, because I feel like you've got abundance coming to you right around the corner, and you may really see that in the month of August. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And as I always say at the end of these readings, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can click on any of the links below, which are connected to the most recent video series that I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools on a variety of very specific topics. And these links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu. You will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for. You just click on the zodiac sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to give you some of the most recent video series links that are down below that you might be interested in. The very most recent series I've recorded is the mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. So if you want to hear what's coming up for you in the rest of this year, that link is below. And I did a 6-card. The center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread is what I used in those readings. The next most recent video series I recorded is my solar eclipse in Gemini, June 10th, 2021, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. And those energies last for 6 months, but you know, eclipse energies can even reverberate past that. So if you haven't seen them yet or checked them out, you might want to do so. And I use the exact same format for the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, May 26, 2021, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading. They also last for 6 months. So we're getting those effects of these eclipses right now, and it's going to keep on going. So you might want to check those out. My career and finance, Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings for the next 12 to 18 months. I think they go out to November of 2022. That is one of my most requested video series. People ask me for that every year, and that link is also below. My Saturn in Aquarius, Psychic Tarot, Crystal. Oh, it's Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings. Those predictions go out for 3 years until March of 2023. So got a long time there for those predictions, so you might want to check those out. And my What's Lucky and New for You in 2021 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings, they started in March of 2021 and go until March of 2022. That link is also below. And my past, present, and future Psychic Tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck. That link is also below in the description box in the Show More section. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I usually use tarot cards, but I also use other oracle cards and my crystal, and give you written, usually written, sometimes I do it in a video, but they're usually written, and they're quite long. They're usually 4 or 5 paragraphs long easily. That link is also, you can find me on social media. Go by those names, Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And like I say, you know, many people ask me, well, who are these for? It's not for this sign, that sign. It's for who's ever drawn to go look at them. If you feel like, yeah, her readings resonate with me, I feel like she might make sense for me, let me check them out. There's probably a message in those 5 paragraphs. There's probably something, maybe more than one, that will be speaking to you. So I hope you'll check those out. And also, if you would like to help support the readings and the work I do here on my YouTube channel, I have a donation link listed down below underneath all those video series links I mentioned, and that donation link is connected to PayPal. I want to thank you so much for all of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does truly mean a lot, and it does help a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you have awesome energy that comes to you from this full moon in Capricorn on June 24th, 2021. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.